The weight of the overdue rent hangs over me like a dark cloud, heavy and suffocating. Every day feels like I'm drowning a little more in bills, deadlines, and late notices. I've been working late every night, pouring every ounce of energy into catching up. But with each passing day, it feels more and more impossible. Rent is always the hardest to cover. No matter how hard I try to scrape together the money, there's always something else that demands my attention first. A forgotten utility bill, an unexpected car repair, food to put on the table. All of it adds up until the rent is the thing I can't quite reach. I stand outside his office, clutching the envelope with my rent inside. My palms are clammy, and my stomach churns with nerves. I can already feel the knot tightening in my chest. Max is a good guy. At least he seems like it. He's always been understanding when tenants run into trouble, giving us a little leeway here and there. He's the kind of man who'd offer a sympathetic smile if you missed a payment, someone who would give you time to get things sorted. But I know the other side of him, the side that holds tenants accountable when the time comes. And I'm not sure which side of him I'll get today. Taking a deep breath, I push open the door to his office. His eyes lift from the paperwork in front of him, meeting mine, and the air shifts. It's a subtle thing, but it's there. The shift from casual landlord to someone whose presence commands attention. I step inside, feeling the weight of the room pressed down on me as I walk toward his desk. "Hey, Max," I say, trying to sound casual, but my voice betrays me. I clear my throat, feeling like I'm already apologizing before I even get the words out. "Rent's due," he says, his voice calm but with an edge to it. He doesn't need to remind me. I know all too well. I just nod, awkwardly placing the envelope on his desk. His eyes don't leave me as he opens it, scanning the contents before lifting his gaze back to mine. "You're a bit behind," he comments, his tone neutral but firm. I swallow hard, the words hanging in the air, heavy with judgment. "I know," I admit, my voice soft. "I've been trying to catch up. Just things haven't been going well, you know." Max leans back in his chair, his gaze sharpening. He doesn't say anything for a long moment, studying me like he's weighing something in his mind. I shift uneasily, suddenly feeling like I'm under a microscope. "I'll give you a chance to make things right," he finally says, his voice cool but laced with something else. "How badly do you want to stay here?" The question catches me off guard. It's not just about paying the rent anymore. There's something more behind it, something I can't quite read in his expression. I don't know what I expected, but this isn't it. A deal? A proposition? The idea of him offering something in exchange for my rent doesn't make sense. And yet, as he looks at me, there's a promise in his eyes, something deeper than just money or obligations. It's as if he's offering me something more thrilling, something dangerous. I can't say anything. The silence stretches between us, thick with possibility. My heart pounds as I try to think of what to say next, knowing that whatever comes out of my mouth will change everything. His offer, a deal, a proposition, and it's something I never saw coming. Max isn't a man who makes light-hearted proposals. The calm, controlled air around him has shifted, replaced by something deeper, something darker. As he watches me, the weight of his gaze presses down on me, his eyes not just observing but demanding something from me. And for the first time, I'm not sure if I'm in control of the situation. His words come slow, deliberate, each one slicing through the air with a quiet intensity. "If you're short on cash," he says, his voice dropping an octave, "I'll help you out, in exchange for something a little personal." The words fall between us like a gauntlet thrown at my feet, daring me to pick it up. I stare at him, my throat tight, my pulse quickening. I know what he means, and yet I can't quite believe it. He's not talking about a simple favor. No, his suggestion is far more intimate, far more dangerous. I stand there frozen. The air seems to have thickened, making it harder to breathe. My mind races, fighting against itself, torn between shock and something else, something deeper that coils inside me, something I shouldn't be feeling, but can't help, something that makes my chest tighten and my stomach flutter with anticipation. What are you suggesting? I ask, my voice trembling despite myself, trying to steady the tremor that betrays me. Max steps closer, his presence enveloping me. The chair behind me feels like it's miles away, the air between us crackling with an electric charge. I can smell his cologne, feel the warmth radiating from his body as he leans in, so close that I can feel the heat of his breath on my neck. Every muscle in my body seems to tense, aware of the space between us, aware of the gravity pulling me toward him. A deal, he repeats, his voice low and almost a whisper. You help me with something I need, and I'll make sure your rent is taken care of for the next few months. His words seem to echo in my head, repeating like a mantra. My heart pounds in my chest, every beat loud in my ears. The proposition is as thrilling as it is terrifying. I can't make sense of it. I've never been in a situation like this. I'm not sure if I should run or stay. But I don't move. I don't even breathe for a moment, just staring at him, trying to gauge the sincerity behind those eyes. His offer is a risk, an exchange I don't fully understand. And yet, there's something in me that wants to take that leap. The idea of securing my stability, of having my rent covered, is a weight off my shoulders, something I desperately need. But the price for it, for staying in my apartment, for keeping my life stable, might be more than I'm willing to pay. Or maybe not. I feel a shiver run down my spine, the tension between us stretching taut. What do you need from me? I finally ask, my voice barely above a whisper, betraying a flicker of something dangerous in me. Max smiles then, slow, confident, like he already knows the answer to the question I'm still too afraid to ask. The deal isn't just about money. It's about control. It's about something more, something I can't quite name, but feel rising between us like a tide I can't stop. I think you already know, he says, his voice smooth and seductive. The question is, what are you willing to give up to keep what you want? Max smiles, but it's not the smile of a man making a casual offer. There's something darker beneath it, something I don't understand but desperately want to. He doesn't answer right away. Instead, he leans in close, so close I can feel the heat of his breath on my cheek. My body betrays me, reacting before my mind can catch up. Meet me tonight, he says, his voice low and almost a whisper. I'll explain everything, and we'll see if you're really ready to make the deal. I nod, unable to speak. The promise of what's to come, the uncertainty, the danger. It's too much, but it's also everything I've wanted. Later that night, I show up at his office, the door closed behind me with a definitive click that makes my pulse spike. Max is already there, waiting. His expression is unreadable, but the tension in the air between us is thick. I sit down, our eyes locking. He tells me the rules of the agreement. You're not just paying rent with money. You're paying with your body, your trust. This is about control, about power. You'll do what I say when I say it, and in exchange, you'll get everything you want. The intensity in his eyes sends a shiver down my spine. I can't tell if I'm terrified or exhilarated, but I know one thing for sure. My life has just been turned upside down. The next few days blur together in a haze of anticipation and uncertainty. Every glance Max gives me feels like an unspoken command, every word a challenge. I follow his lead, unable to deny the pull between us. The deal has transformed me, changed the way I look at him, and at myself. One night, he invites me into his apartment. The room is dimly lit, the air thick with tension. Max doesn't waste time. He steps forward, his hands finding my waist, pulling me in close. You've proven yourself, he whispers. Now, it's time for you to show me how deep you're willing to go. I know it's no longer just about the rent. It's about something far more dangerous. Something that could break me, or make me. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, share it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Don't just watch, support the content you love. Click that subscribe button now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Let's grow this community together, Do it now.